Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, I have a little tiny baby on the bed behind me. She's just gonna sleep through this video, hopefully, and Marcus is also napping, so I have a very limited time to get through this video, and so I'm gonna make it as quick and concise as possible. The other day I was reading the book French Women for All Seasons on my Kindle, which I have actually read before and I really loved it, so I'm rereading it. And in the first chapter the author was talking about enjoying things in every season, including fruits and vegetables, because that's when they taste freshest, they're the most abundant, and you'll find them for the best price. And so it got me kind of thinking about this video, which I have been wanting to do for a while, so I decided I would start it this month. And so today we're going to talk about fruits and vegetables that are in season for the month of February, and hopefully they will inspire meal ideas and your meal planning. I'm not going to be talking too much about meal planning because I did do a whole video on how I do that, so if you guys want to watch that, I will link it in the description box below. So today I'm just going to be talking specifically about fruits and vegetables that are in season. Another thing the author mentions in the book is to shop locally whenever you can, because you are most likely to get very fresh produce, because obviously it doesn't have to travel very far, and you're more likely to get fruits and vegetables which are non-GMO, and also you're supporting local farmers. In the summers I love to go to the farmers market. I'm there every week, and I live in a really great place for that because Oregon has tons of farms all around. There are some where I can find fruits and vegetables year-round, but what I do notice is that in some grocery stores there are sections of local fresh produce. So try looking in your grocery stores if you don't have a farmer's market going on now. So two of my favorite sources for recipe ideas are Martha Stewart Everyday Food Issues. I don't get these anymore. These are actually really old. This one's from 2011 and this one's from 2010, so I did have the subscription for 2 years and I really did like it. In each of these books there is a section that talks about what's in season, and they give you a lot of recipe ideas for that. And then another book which I absolutely love is a vintage book, so you guys probably can't find a copy unless you go to an antique store or a used bookstore. This is the Betty Crocker cooking calendar. It's from the 60s, but what I really love about this is that for every month it lists every single fruit and vegetable that is in season. It gives you some tips on how to pick certain ones, and then lots of recipe ideas, and also a calendar for you to record special dates and stuff throughout the month. So anyways, I'm just gonna start by reading off all of the seasonal fruits and veggies that this book lists. Plentiful vegetables. Beets, late February you'll have beets, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, celery, eggplant, mushrooms, onions, dry it says, which opposed to not dry, I don't know. Potatoes, turnips, and winter squashes are still in season, which I am really excited about because I love spaghetti squash. Other available vegetables are artichokes, which I don't usually cook with those, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, love those, celery root as opposed to celery. I've never tried celery root before. Has anyone tried celery root? Let me know in the comments. Greens, parsnips, peppers, rutabagas, sweet potatoes, and yams. And then the plentiful fruits are apples, avocados, which avocados are really cheap right now at Target, bananas, grapefruit, oranges, and tangerines. And then it also gives a few notes on cabbage. There's domestic, Chinese, and red. Obviously we know the difference between the red. The Chinese one is that more oval shaped one that you notice in the stores, and then the domestic one is the round one that we all use for like coleslaws and stuff. And then when you're picking out a cabbage, it says make sure the head is well trimmed, heavy for size, no discolorations or wormholes, looks fresh, not coarse or puffy. And then the next few pages give recipe ideas, but like I said, I'm not gonna be going into those because this video would be really, really long, but I will list off some of the recipes that are in the Martha Stewart Everyday Food magazines, because you guys can go onto the Martha Stewart website and just search the titles there and be able to make them. Another thing I like about that book is that it gives you that calendar, so you can kind of look ahead up to the months and see if there are any special dates or holidays that you want to have something extra fancy or make an extra special dinner or dessert for, and keep that in mind and plan ahead. And also I really like how it kind of just gives some homemaking tips as well. It mentioned that you should use February as an organization month and go through closets and declutter and clean out drawers and weed out any books that you no longer read or care for, and just donate all of those things to a local charity. And because it is still winter and dreary and there's not Christmas or anything like that to look forward to bring in some fresh flowers or branches with blooms and just put them in a vase will brighten up the room. Which is something I love doing. I love Trader Joe's selection, and also Costco has really great flowers year round. The thing I like about these Martha Stewart issues is that all of the meals that she lists in them are very light, and I think that is a great way to continue your January New Year's resolutions by cooking light, because a lot of times I am also guilty of just kind of slacking off in February. And yeah, so I think planning menus that are light and healthy is a really good way to kind of keep on that New Year's resolution. Oh, she's moving. In this book, it talks about onions being in season, and then she gives some recipes for onion focaccia, which looks really good. Again, go look on the Martha Stewart website if there's anything in these books that sounds yummy to you. Pork loin with pearl onions and apricots. Chicken sandwiches with white onions and peppers, roasted red onions and squash pasta, and that is it for that one. And then in this one it talks about winter greens being in season, so that's like arugula, Swiss chard, Tuscan kale, which are all really great for green smoothies, which is another way to keep on track with your New Year's resolutions. And so a couple recipes she has are pasta with roasted vegetables and arugula, braised collards with tomatoes, and then some quick sautés where you just throw in chard or escarole. Is that how you say it? Escarole? Or just any greens into like a pasta and let it wilt, or into a stir fry, and that way you can eat some more greens as well. For breakfast, I really think that smoothies are a great way to incorporate those greens and also the seasonal fruits and sometimes vegetables. A lot of people put vegetables in their smoothies nowadays, so I think that's a really good breakfast idea. And then also yogurt with a little bit of granola, honey, and a seasonal fruit is also really yummy. So one thing that is really great about focusing on in-season vegetables and buying local is that they are fresh, they're at the peak of their flavor, so you don't need as much seasoning or salt or sugar or whatever the case may be. And then for desserts, to keep it light, you can do like angel food cake with fruit or mousse with fruit, or even just fresh fruit itself. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys found it useful. If you did enjoy it and want to see a whole series on this every single month, I would be happy to do that. I think that is kind of where I'm leaning towards anyways, so let me know down in the comments if you think that's a good idea, and I'll try to put these up a little earlier in the month. Probably at the end of February is when I'll try to get Marches up, just so that you guys have time to start planning that first week's grocery shopping list. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate every single one of you that have done that and watch my videos. It just blows my mind how many there are of us on this channel now. It just makes me so happy. And like I said, if you liked this video and want to see more like it, give this video a thumbs up as well. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.